Genesis chapter 6, verse 5. This is picking up where we left off with Genesis 6:4, and we've had a few videos on these giants and the sons of God and the daughters of men, and so I would encourage you to take a look at those if you haven't. In this particular verse, we're going to start to see how God is going to respond to this situation on earth. And in fact, this particular verse is kind of a setup, if you will, for the next verse where God decides what to do. That'll be in the next video. So let's read 6:5. It's quite lengthy there, but we'll make the best of it. Idon de Kyrios Hotheos Hati Epleithuntheson Hai Kakiai Ton Anthropon Epi Tes Ges Ke Pas Tis Dianoetai Inte Cardia Altu Epimelos Epi Taponera Pasas Tas Hemeras. And then we'll see what God is going to do in light of this. So let's begin with the conjunction here, which is de. That signals an advance in the narrative building off of 6:4. And we have a participle as the first verb. This idon here is from horao, and with the spelling change to id here, the omega nu ending, this is a nominative singular masculine, aorist active participle from to see, of course. It's actually anticipating the main verb that's going to show up in 6:6. The rest of this, especially after this subordinating hati clause, is supporting this idon here. This is an adverbial participle anticipating a main verb, so we might say something like after seeing or having seen, and it's Kyrios ha theos here. So it's the Lord God has seen. And what is he about to see? That. And then here we have a verb that's sort of underneath, if you will, the adverbial participle. Epleithuntheson here. This is from pleithuno with that theson ending, e on the front end. This is a third plural aorist passive indicative. This means to multiply or to increase. And so what has increased? It's hai kakiai here. This is from kakos, to being evil or bad with the article there and the plural ending. This is going to be a substantival use of kakos here. So it's the evil things or the evil deeds, something along those lines. So the evils are, they have multiplied, and it's the evils of mankind or of men here. Epites ges upon the earth. So the evils of men have increased upon the earth. That's the first thing he sees. Then we have a linking kai. Then we have a pas tis. Now, pas, of course, means each or all. Tis means anyone. So this is basically, when you put them together, it's all the people, everyone. And what are they doing? Dianoetai here. This is from dianoeomai. And with that etai ending here, it's a third singular present middle indicative. This means to intend or to plan. And it's really interesting that it is a present verb, and it's middle because it's a default middle there. And of course, you're always affected by your own deliberations, if you will. But it's a sense of ongoing deliberation. So everyone is continually deliberating in the heart, and it's in his heart. So each individual, each tis, or all of them, is deliberating or intending in his heart. And as if that's not strong enough, they are doing it epimelos here. Epimelos is a word that means attentively or carefully. So they're doing it over and over again with a certain sense of cognitive deliberation. Now, it's worth comparing this to what we have in the Masoretic text, where you'll read something to the effect of, in an English translation, every intention of the thoughts of his heart. Now, that's pretty strong language, but what I find interesting about the translator's choice here is that there's no verb in the Masoretic, as you can tell. It's a bit more indirect, if you will, whereas the Greek translator has made it directly. You know, the individuals are specifically stewing over and intending these evil things in their hearts, and they're doing so attentively or carefully, which I think is just a bit stronger than what the Masoretic has as their interpretive decision here and how to render that. And what are they deliberating? They're deliberating upon evil things, the paneros. You'll notice that this is also substantival. It's a synonym here with the kakiai there. They are stewing over evil things all of the days. And so God now is seeing this. He's seeing that all of humanity is growing its evil deeds of the heart, and it's multiplying upon the earth and so forth. They're constantly stewing over evil deeds and so forth. Now, that's an important point to make, though, that it's fundamentally, because we're going to see that it's going to head towards the flood in the subsequent verses. In the Genesis narrative, It's the evil that's multiplying in the hearts of mankind, all of mankind, it's past mankind, that leads to the flood. It's not, regardless of how you want to take the whole Nephilim and the Watcher stuff, and again, I have a whole special video on that, piggybacking off of 6:4. It's not strictly speaking their fault, it's the fault of all mankind. So it's really important to realize that the flood is a judgment on everyone, not just whatever the fallen angels or the Watchers or what have you, the different theories, that the text itself is very clear as to what is causing it. So you have to come back, though, to see what God's going to do next, not to give away the game here. So come back in the next video, see what he decides to do in light of seeing all of this, because this is pointing forward to the next video. So thanks for tuning in.